Hello everyone, and I got this idea from Matt Attack Dom, I think. Or, well, that's his Discord, but Matt Attack. Or Matthew. And he said if I remember correctly, he said something about the starter weapons in the game, which actually a lot of people still use them, even at like the higher levels. Like, especially the AK. The AK is used quite heavily, like, between new players and people who are, past like Prestige 2 and 3, people use this gun their entire, leveling up, because it's really good. Like, it shoots slower than an actual AK at 540 rounds per minute. It should. And the AK's fire rate is 600, which I guess is a way to nerf it, but poopy butthole XD. That's always. Roblox names never cease to amaze me. Yeah, this gun doesn't shine at close range. Yeah, you can get kills pretty easily, but, mid-range is more of this gun's strong suit, because a lot of guns outfire at you. And have better hip-fire accuracy, because this gun, like, it has no recoil. Just pull down. There's no recoil. Like, very nothing. Plus, I'm using a 2x optic, because mid-range. What? I have no idea what that man's talking about, but I can almost put sleight of hand on this gun, which that's always helpful. And who doesn't want to reload faster? Lol raise. Yeah. Okay, this is not a good situation just sitting out in the open and looking around. Let's see, is there anyone in that direction? There are people behind me, though, which is expected. They didn't flip their spawns. However, this gun has an ability, because it's a 3-shot head close range, which is incredible. Like, yeah, certain guns fire faster that have, higher headshot, well, very similar headshot damage, and, obviously better fire rate. Maybe not as accurate, although that's also up to personal decision on how you do a setup. Like, I think a lot of, like, the, 3-shot head weapons, you just put a monolithic suppressor on it. They don't usually have all that much recoil. Although some of them, you might want to just keep that original sound, which I think that's maybe the reason why people don't use the monolithic on some guns. But the monolithic suppressor is always an attachment you can put on any gun and it's fine. I don't know how I survived that. Yeah, I should have died, and I did, so I'm not the best with the AK. I stopped using it after a while. Like, I've only really used it for grinding it up. Like, I had it because I did get it to like level 17, I think. It was actually a decent bit, but I did have XP boost on most of the time, so that obviously will shorten your time. It's still kind of, the AK is a nice starter weapon, and I think although the SMO3 is literally just better in every way, which is kind of sad because it's an AK-47. Like, it should be it is very powerful though. Like, any gun that has a 3-shot headshot is generally considered pretty good. Like, but the SMO3 is still dominating this game. And I forgot, you can get flashbang through buildings. That is fun. Alright, yeah. Here, I'm gonna go with this guy right here. Yeah. Yep. Molotov cock. Oh, and he's also using the monolithic. Yeah, monolithic for, I think, guns that don't have it. Their attachment update is about 22, which is not bad. Using it on the burst from loss means you can get like a 3-shot headshot up to 200 something studs, which is incredible. Like, it's insane. Like, okay, maybe I'll show it off sometime. And there goes Man, whoever's using flashbangs is annoying, man. Like, okay, let's see here. I want to show you the dumb FAMAS damage range. Look, yeah, that is incredible damage range for something. And it's all ruined once you put on the auto mod. Literally, all of your damage range is ruined the second you put on the auto mod. So it's like that's kind of shows why the auto mod is fun, but I've used the burst a bit more honestly, especially because of that heavy damage range. Like, I think I even talked with it with genetics on stream in this last stream. Like, I kind of brought up the fact that people were comparing the Stin to the SMO3, and only their main point was damage range. That's always been the main. Like, yeah, I see people comparing the SMO3 to, or the Stin to the SMO3. The Stin can get more damage range, but the SMO3 is still so dominant. Like, it just runs this game. Like, I don't even know if I want to make a video on it because it's that easy to use. Like, literally, I bought it. Yeah, I bought it because I didn't know it was good. Really, it reminded me of a gun that I used to use in Phantom Forces, because that was literally, I think, the first bit of dialogue I had with a friend once we started playing was, "Hey, this looks like the Colt SMG," and so I was like, you know, I might buy that then. I did buy it, and I've not used it since. Like, literally, I've barely used it. I don't even know if, I think I still have, like, I don't even know what level I have it at. I know I have a Coyote on it. And I don't think I have XP boost, though. Like, it's like, you can use a meta gun, but sometimes that can take away the fun of it. Like, use a gun that's so, like, stupid good. For the AK, I'm using the monolithic vertical grip. I think the, whatever the grip tape that it increases recoil control, it's obviously not level 39. And the freedom sight with the monolithic, because just for that added damage range, like, you cannot go wrong with damage range ever. However, if I level up at all during this game, because after this I'm switching over to the FAL, I would recommend sleight of hand on this gun, because that's, no, you can use sleight of hand on every gun, and there's no downsides to it. Yeah, there goes my screen. Like, literally, just screen gone. But, we win this. They don't have all that much of a chance of winning. Like, you'd have to have the point for the entire, who knows how long, and even then, your points are still going to go down. It's almost an impossible win right now. Steven. Display names, man. Yeah, man, right now I'm just trying to escape Prestige 1. I'm so close to Prestige 2, and then I'll finally be able to use, like, honestly, you know, Mac 10, they ARX. I mean, Mosin, I know he used that in his latest video. I am honestly excited about the instant heal. Like, other than that, you know, you have your AUG A2, which I think Petrify made a video on, MP7, and then the Judge. I just want the Karambit, man. I want a knife. I want a better knife. Like, oh wait, actually, I have to switch to the FAL. All right, where's the FAL? Let's customize this. Let's put on. How's Alchemist look on this? Not bad. I can't live with it. Now the FAL is a much. I mean, it's a semi-auto. I'm hoping for an attachment update sometime. Like, I might include this in the thumbnail. Like, I don't know though. Like, I don't know how long it'll be. Because the FAL is pretty good. It's semi-auto, so there's not a lot of recoil if you just, depending on how fast you fire this thing. Oh, I leveled it up. Maybe I can use the Coyote now. Although an attachment update for this gun would be really nice, like an auto mod and yeah, a bunch of other stuff for it, like, you know, a drum. You know what? Give it a 60 round drum mag with a 800 rate of fire. That'd be perfect. That's exactly what everyone wants on the FAL. I don't even know the FAL's actual fire rate. That'd be... Yeah, I have no understanding of guns, man. I just play video games and do video. That's all I do, man. I missed a ton of shots there. But I mean, look how... There's literally no spread on that thing. Like, just look at those crosshairs. You could probably hit fire across map if you wanted to. Okay. Looks like I died. Alright. Time for another life. For some reason, I always thought the Cobra was a 2-time sight. Because I don't think they would just change something like that. Oh. Well, makes sense. Not even... I think we just have to flank them, because if they're all just gonna camp on top of the hill, no point. Like... Ow, that hurts, man. I think, yeah, I also talked with, like, Genetics on stream, and, you know, I mentioned stuff about the AUG, and I kind of agree with it. Like, 25 is generally, like, the minimum you want to go with, you know? Because 20 bullets, I mean, especially on a full auto gun, a semi-auto, not so much, like the FAL. A full auto, 20 bullets, you're gonna feel that. Like, more, like, you know, if you have extra bullets, then that's fine. You can always live with extra bullets, like, I mean, like, this gun doesn't have a fast fire rate. I mean, it's also dependent on how fast you can click. Well, okay, well, I just didn't play the animation. Man, that's fine. I'm not doing as good with the FAL since I don't use this. I know it does decent damage to limbs and limbs, of course, I had, but I'm not even hitting a shot on this man. Like, what is it? Okay, so it's a 3-shot torso, 4-shot limb, 3-shot head. Okay. 40, 50, 60. Alright, I can remember that. Okay, decent FPS. It's only when I record. I'm just gonna press notes to get that off my screen. There we get kills, man. But I'm falling behind. How does that give me a kill? What? Hopefully we can get the hill, because they've literally just been standing on that. You know what? Here I am. Hello, I have a FAL. Same with you. Hold up. Yeah. I see a lot of people switch from the AK to the FAL, and it's just... Yeah. I guess the FAL may be slightly easier to control. It does more damage than the AK, but it's semi-auto compared to full auto. I expect if it does get an auto mod, it's gonna get, you know, higher fire rate but less damage, because that's how an auto mod. I expect it to be similar to the FAMAS auto mod. You know, worse damage and maybe worse range, but like damage range, because you know that dumb, you know, burst FAMAS damage range that I showed you, that doesn't exist with the auto mod. The auto mod puts it down to like 100. Actually, you have to run monolithic suppressor and marksman barrel to get above 100 stud, like maximum damage range. Like, and it has a terrible fall off. Like, I see people complain about the auto mod. I don't. Okay, it's just a high fire rate gun. That's simple as that. Like, not much you can do about it. No point in complaining. It's not broken. A lot of people use it, but that doesn't make a gun broken. Yeah, he's using the he's using the foul and skilled. Honestly, the coyote side I still have to say is probably one of the best sites in the game. Oh no, I'm gonna die here. I died. Honestly, it's always the last few levels of a prestige that are hard to escape. Like, that was always the longest part of Prestige 0 was those last 20 levels. Like, the first, first 30 are pretty easy. Like, especially first 10. You gain that, and you gain a ton of XP. A bunch of XP compared with very low XP needed to level up means, very fast leveling. Oh, hello. Could I please reload? Thank you, kind sir. Nope, I died. Honestly, I think the FAL and the AK... Okay, that's always fun. I think they're both very similar guns. So I like both of them, although I'm not actually gonna really ever use them. It's one of those guns that you like and enjoy if you have the chance to use it, but man, I just don't know. I don't have any other guns I really want to use. I have more guns that I'd rather use over this. Like, I'd recommend them if you're like starting out. Yeah, they're obviously the starter guns. Which one is better? That's personal preference, honestly. Technically, the FAL can shoot faster at 600 fire rate or whatever, compared to AK's 540 or whatever. But that doesn't always matter because it's click speed. You have more damage than the AK, yes. But then you also have to deal with click speed and other factors like that. You also have less recoil, but it's just factors that come down to a player. Like, I think Prestige 0 can be a bit hard to escape mixed with guns that sometimes aren't enjoyable. Because if you don't find a gun you like in those first 20 levels that are easy, it just kind of drags on. Like, they give you some good options, FAMAS, UMP, the G36C, and I think that's just it gives you good options, but if you don't like any of those options, you're kind of stuck. Like, let's go to Prestige 0 over here. Yeah, you have your Tech 9, actually Tech 9 is just better than the G8, or not G18, G17. Then you have the completely, almost useless level 30. The shotguns in this game just aren't you can use them, but they're not good. This game is more medium range and long range fights than. There's very few maps that are like super close range constantly. And okay. You know what? Oh yeah. Phew, this match is almost over. Because I didn't do all that good this match. And why is the FAL just skipping its reload animation? What? But I think that's where I'm going to end the video. I'll see you guys in the next video.